2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. I hope we're not getting all blurry on you because we got two things going at once. Let's see. How do I do this? Do I do it like that? Yes. Copy. How y'all doing out there, man? Come on, come on. Pull up. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Pull up some snacks or something. Kimmy Hallie, I was in the building. I'm going to send you an invite in a few minutes. Once we roll into the presentation, I'll actually send it right now, just in case if you want to join us. It's going to be interesting. Thank you for joining us. How you doing? Happy Sunday. You know what I'm saying? How's everything? How you doing with it? Yes. We're just going to give it a minute. Let this instrumental rock for a hot minute. Give people a minute to pull up. You know what I mean? See what it do. You know. Get organized with it. Yeah. Tonight is the night. Here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. It's your host, Ace World, in the building. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Let's go, y'all. Welcome aboard. Let's get it. Let's see. In the house, first and foremost, we have my lovely co-host, T. Roney Robinson. What's up, T. Roney?
Hey.
How you doing?
Happy Sunday. How you doing, Sunday night smokers?
Ha. Let's go.
Hey T-Roni. Hey Sunday Night Smoke.
What's good? Emily, Ali, Powers in the building. What's good? We also have let's see, we have Eric Swartz in the building. Pull up E-Money if you can. Pull back
Yes.
up on me. Emmy, thank you for pulling up.
Yes, thank
We're gonna
you.
roll right into this because this is gonna be we have a presentation to roll out right out the gate. We're gonna get this rolling. So let me set up shop. In the meanwhile, how was your weekend, T Roney? Talk to me. What's good?
Good. It was good. It was good. I loved the weather. Loved it. Did some yard work. Tried
Mm-hmm.
to, but yeah, it was good. How was yours?
All good. I can't complain, but it's not all about me. I'm just keeping it smooth, keeping it real basic,
Hmm.
doing what it do. You know me, I like to go smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? Like less is more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my philosophy on shit when it comes down to it at the end of the day. So that's about it. So Kimmy, how about you? How was your weekend? Since you here, let's talk about it. What's goody?
Yeah.
It was rainy, wet, and it was just like indoor weekend. I've been chilling.
Oh,
Okay. But
Yeah.
it's all good though. I mean, at the end of the day, you know
you
what I'm
got to be
saying?
indoors and just relax.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, sometimes you got to get your indoor game on. You know what I
Yep.
mean? On the
Exactly.
other side,
Look, trust me, I don't mind.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Sometimes you got to keep it indoors. It's good. It's good to get the rain. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to what's the word I'm looking for? You got to let nature do its work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So on that note, all right, let me set up shop. Let's see. We're gonna pull up like this. Okay, so Kimmy, we're gonna keep you off camera because your camera's off. So we're gonna keep you off, but you're gonna be here in vocal and audio essence. Okay. We got Tony D
Mm-hmm.
in the building. What's up, TD? How you doing, partner?
What's up, man?
Perfect timing. We're
I
gonna pull
appreciate.
TD
I
up.
apologize for being late. T. Roney, how you
Um,
doing, ma'am? Kimmy
How you
Callie,
doing?
what's good? Knowledge,
What
what's
up, Tony
happening?
D?
Yeah, I just came off of Helga's broadcast. We was I was deep.
Okay, we're gonna get a little deep, but not too heavy. But we're gonna keep it deep, but we're not gonna because you know that
We ain't gonna
there's
go that deep.
there's
Trust me,
levels
they
to this
went in
depth.
deep. They went in deep. She read me.
Okay,
We gotta talk about
we
that.
I
have
We
gotta
ain't gonna
get
do
that
that.
replay then.
You're not gonna trust that replay. I'm just saying. But
bring up
big
the
ups to
deep.
everybody up here. Big ups to everybody having me on. We ain't got no power tonight. Right now, we got the Bucks and the Patriots. Oh my goodness! But we're gonna do this in the next more broadcast. Let's go ahead and
We're
do
gonna
this.
do this right here. We're gonna do this right here. So
We're
so
gonna be here. God damn it!
big up to Tony D on the late pull up. We appreciate it. So we're gonna work this right here. So what we're gonna do is this, right? I'm gonna set this joint up right here. And tonight we got in the bag is the Generation X
Mhm.
as Thug Dot, Pimp Whole Culture, Stunted our growth as a nation. And I had to add and stunted our communities as a nation. You understand? Because this is geared to a certain demographic. And we're gonna roll right into this shit right now. We ain't gonna waste no time because this is a lengthy presentation. So let's rock and roll. I'm gonna
Okay.
pull y'all down little by little as we get into this right here. Give me one moment, okay?
Take your
Let me
time.
set
I'm getting
this up.
adjusted over here. Y'all gonna see me getting uncomfortable on the couch.
It's okay. It's okay because what we're gonna do is right. I'm gonna pull you guys down first, right, little by
I got to
little.
go get my beer. God damn
So
it.
we
Okay.
go for it. Go for it. Go for it, Playboy.
Go get
Go
it.
for it.
Go get it. Cause
Go get it.
I
Go
got
get
my
it. Give me
popcorn.
30 seconds. Get
We
your
need
get
more
your
to come.
joint. Get your joint. Get that tea. Get your beer.
I got you.
Make sure get the coldest one.
It's in the fridge. God damn it.
Go get it. Go get it. Because we're
I
about to
will.
roll this
I gotta
right
put
for you.
Jason. I'm letting Jason go to sleep. Go ahead. We good for a few.
Okay, so let's rock and roll then. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. All right. So we're gonna roll this in right here, right now. Let's go.
See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see you. There's a seat right here. A seat from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Give it to you.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh man, she can kill it. Okay, okay. I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A. I'm not
Do
putting
you hear
these
this?
socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh.
Let me know. One more
I'm gonna
time.
stop at 7-Eleven to get some milk. This story is extraordinary, especially if it's true.
Fuck them commercials. Let's go.
The Black Manosphere magazine is a physical and digital publication made exclusively for black men, black boys, and our supporters. This special edition consists of a core glossary with over 150 words and concepts used in the Black Manosphere. This special edition also takes an in-depth look at the purpose of the Black Manosphere, the most important challenges we face.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get past that commercial stuff. I'm sorry. So we're gonna start that one more time. Ah, that sucks.
See,
But
wherever
that
I
was a
go,
nice beat anyway.
stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see you. There's a seat right here. A seat from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Give it to you.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion. You forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh man, she can kill it. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven to get some milk.
The
Okay,
Black
hey, come on,
Manosphere
come on, come on,
magazine
come
is
on,
a
come on, come
physical
on,
and
come on, come
digital
on, come on, come on.
publication made exclusively.
All right,
Coach.
here
On
we
our
go. My bad, y'all. Like you know, what do you expect from me? Like, let's go. Here we go.
Hey,
No
all my
further ado.
Crimsonites, and welcome to the
Let's go.
Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So, usually I have some type of video or something for you, but not this time. This time, I just want to talk to the ladies. We're understanding how Black women lost their integrity. A lot of times in this space, we hear about how women don't have principles, women don't have any honor, women don't have any type of morality or integrity or anything of that nature. And since we're in the Black manosphere, of course, this is directed at Black women. So I'm also directing what I'm saying, as usual, to my sisters, to Black women. And I just wanted to come here today to sort of kind of go over, because yesterday we began to cover what I call the lost value system. And we're going to discover a lot of things about how we've ended up in the place that we've ended up in this society. And much of that is not going to be a pleasant thing to understand or to hear, but it will be real. It will be edifying and educational, and something that we actually are going to need to understand in order to actually move forward and in order to correct our situation. So the first thing that we have to understand is that due to this lost value system, and this is what I'm talking about, due to this lost value system, as we can see, wealth is at the very top. Let me move something. Wealth is at the very top of this inverted triangle, and spiritual is at the very bottom. And the vast majority of us who are born here in this country are born into a lost value system. Now, there are some exceptions to this. If you already have a spiritual system or what have you, that is the opposite of this, then you probably didn't grow up necessarily being inundated with this lost value system. But at the same time, most of us don't have or didn't have that opportunity. So the one thing that we need to understand is that we were born into a system where wealth is at the top and literally is worshiped. Spiritual self is at the bottom, and if you notice, it says spiritual, and right next to it, it says no truth. Women are taught, Black women are taught or not taught at a young age anything about her spiritual value. We're not taught that. We're not taught to have integrity in the first place. We're not really taught to have moral code or that we need it in the first place. In point of fact, as our society has moved more into feminism and more into a gynocratic state, it became less and less important for women to have internal values that began with her spiritual value, that she was taught in the home that she's supposed to be a woman and she's supposed to be a lady, and this is how she's supposed to carry herself as a decent human being, even before she grows into that lady or into that woman. So Black women are not taught in our households this sort of moral code that we're supposed to have. What we're taught early on is the pursuit when we're able to understand it, right when we're able to understand it. We're taught the pursuit to wealth. But even before we're taught to pursue wealth, we are taught entitlement through feminist teaching. And we really get that from our mothers. We're taught entitlement. We're taught that girls don't have accountability and girls don't have responsibility for the things that they do, the things that go on with them. We're constantly told and taught that, you know, whatever we're going through or whatever's happening to us in life, there's always a scapegoat. There's always some other entity or some other external force or some other person, usually a man or a boy, that is influencing our environment or influencing what's going on with us or flat out manipulating us into situations. And this is how we get into them. So we're taught early a victimhood mindset. We're taught that girls are not really responsible for their own lives or for the things that are going on with them, the choices they make, the decisions that they make. So this is all kind of rooted in your spiritual value because
Now, number one, I'd like to say for starters, I'd like to interrupt this. I see T Roni, like, no, she doesn't agree. Okay. So would you like me to actually, would you like me to break this? Would you like me to pause this and we talk about this as she goes along? Or would you like me to run it and then get at it? Talk to me, Roni.
I part of me wants you to keep it going because as you know, everyone knows, I haven't seen the entirety of this. This is the first
So
time
you
I'm
never see
watching this,
anything. Everything is fresh off the presses when you see it.
and I'm not feeling this conversation at all. No, I was about to put in the chat.
Yeah, I see you right now.
Okay,
So I'm
but
like,
this
This
is
is
the thing.
okay,
I
coming.
don't.
do you want to jump in right now, or do you want me to let it rock, or do you want to take notes and get back to some of the points? I mean, let's talk about it right now. Where she's at right now. What do you? How do you feel?
With me not understanding the context, the total context of what she's saying, and I
Okay, so
don't
you know
know
what
her
then?
age,
Okay,
huh?
so you know what then? So let's let her finish. Then let's let her
Yeah,
finish so we can get.
yeah,
So maybe she's
yeah.
just
That's
leading up to something. Let's let her finish. Okay.
yes, yes.
All right. Cool. So
And
let me
Kimmy,
let
you
her.
stay on standby because the lady's gonna run with this one,
Kimmy,
bro.
you here? You still here, Kimmy? Kimmy
Yeah,
Collins.
I'm here. I'm sitting here and I'm listening.
Okay, so hang tight then, because I see Roni like shaking her head. I'm like, oh shit.
She fuming up like I'll be fuming up. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, like let me like shit.
No, nigga, no, nigga.
All right, so let's as we proceed. Let's
that those moral codes and those principles all encompass things like accountability and responsibility, and it tamps down on having a whole lot of entitlement and all of this sort of thing. Because when you're entitled, basically you feel like I can do what I want to do and I shouldn't have any consequences and I shouldn't have any type of repercussions for any of the decisions that I make because I can always point here and there. I can always point here and there. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
kibbles and
That's a
bits.
whole cat fight happening
Yeah, we
outside.
need
But
some kibbles
anyway,
and bits. And I
we
forgot
can
the
point
Swedish
out
snack, but
here
let's
and
go.
there you know, who did this to me and who did that to me and who manipulated me into the situation. And this is why I made the decision I made, and this is why I did what I did. We can always kind of point back to someone else or something else that influenced us, and we quote unquote didn't have a choice other than to do what we were trying to do, or other than to do what we did. And so from the jump street, what I'm trying to say is that we are not taught, women, Black women are not taught anything about integrity. If she didn't grow up in a strictly Christian household or a strictly Muslim household or some other household where a different value system was taught to her from the beginning, if she just kind of grew up, she was taught this value system. She was taught that system. And in that system, there's nothing in it that says you've got to be a worthy person or that you've got to be a valuable person or that you have to even be a good person. Spirituality, again, is way at the bottom. You can barely see it. And that's how it is in this lost value system. Your spirituality, who you are at the core, is so small you can barely see it. And so if you can barely see it, you're certainly not going to act upon it. You're not going to act as if you have integrity that you don't have, which is rooted in your spiritual value. When you're coming up in a lost value system, that's out of there. Anything spiritual, anything that makes you a better person or is designed to make you some sort of better person is out of there. So now, the first thing that we're taught, before we're taught about how to pursue wealth, we're actually, as Black women, we're taught about feminist ideas. We're taught about entitlement. It gives us a sense of entitlement where we can pretty much do what we want to do because we're girls. Because even as little girls, we learn things like I can smack a boy across his face and he had better not hit me because boys aren't supposed to hit girls. So right then and there, we're taught even as little kids that I can do an action that normally would have violent consequences for other people, but because I'm a girl, I should not receive those consequences. So I can actually perform an action that would get anybody else into a fight. And if I do that action, particularly to a boy, he had better not give me any repercussions. He had better not do any of this. So that creates in a girl that sense of entitlement. Oh, I can get away with stuff based on me being a girl, right? I can get away with stuff. And see, this is one of the dangers of living in a gynocratic society, in a gynocentric society, in a feminist-driven society. So then when we get old enough to start understanding things past like a toddler level, then we get told that we need to do things in pursuit of money. We need to do things, and it doesn't matter what we do in that pursuit. So if you want the girl to kind of keep some type of, you know what I'm saying, goodness about herself, or just don't put herself out there completely bad, you'll tell her she needs to get an education in order to get a good profession, in order to get wealth, right? But then on the way to wealth, women learn, Black women learn that there is no price that's too high to pay in pursuit of that wealth. So we're able to just kind of dish away the integrity that we were never taught. So we're able, and it's supposed to be looked over when we set people up, when we sell our bodies or sell sexual favors to get money, when we sleep our way to the top, you know, if we sleep around in certain circles in order to get put on. So like if you want to be a rapper or a singer, you know, nobody is supposed to look at a woman cockeyed or side-eyed if she sleeps with all of the producers or sleeps with a well-known rapper so that he can actually give her the connections in the industry so that she can try to make her way in the industry. There's plenty of women that are going through that process as we speak and who never actually make it. All that they succeed in doing is being industry jump offs. And The only redemption she can get for being a jump off is to get the bag. It's like, if I'm gonna be a jump off, if I'm gonna sell my integrity, if I'm gonna sell myself, if I'm going to go against every principle, every moral, everything that I was ever taught about how to be a good person, how to be a good woman, what makes a good woman. If I gotta go against all of that, if I'm gonna go against all of that, then I might as well. The only way that I can justify doing it is wealth. That's the only thing that actually smooths that over. Because if I do all of that and then don't come up with a bag, then I have basically done all of that for nothing. And then I still end up feeling like a piece of crap because that's what I did. So in a lost value system, wealth covers everything. Wealth is the foundation for everything upon which everything else stands. And if you don't stand on wealth, if you don't come up with wealth first or whatever, then everything that you did underneath that is useless. It's considered to be useless. And
Now, now I'm gonna stop this video right here at this point. Okay, I'm gonna stop this at this point. Okay, because this is gonna be looked at because she's very long-winded at what she's trying to get at, right?
Yeah.
But
I got a question. Not to
I'm gonna
cut you off,
let
and I do apologize. How much time is left on that?
no, it's over. I'm gonna stop it right there. We're gonna talk about this right now at this point because
Okay.
I'm gonna get to the point. What she was pretty much trying to allude to, and she took a long route around it, is a lost value system. A lost value system, right? And the things that she said along the way, I'll let the sisters in the building address that. But she's talking about a lost value system. So, for example, she was alluding to down the line, pretty much how thought culture, right? How this thought culture thing is popular, and how this is all based upon getting the bag. Okay, so if you're willing to do anything that is demoralizing or whatever, okay, if you succeed in getting the bag, it's a win. Okay, it's a win if you get the bag. So like a Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion, for example. I could do this, that, yeah, I stripped, I drugged people, I did this, I did that, whatever. I got the bag. So you're praised. Okay. And if you don't get the bag and you do all this, it's a failure. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing is we're talking about the lost value system.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're gonna let Rody jump right in because she was taking down notes how she's gonna talk about some of the things this lady was alluding to. And and I hope they were, the young ladies out there were not offended by the things that this woman was saying. But let's talk about it, Roni. Go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you better, man.
Like remember, of course. Now remember, we got to also remember when people make these type of videos, right? You got to remember if the shoe doesn't fit.
You must have quit.
You heard? That's what I'm saying. So you can't. We have to
Never,
stop taking. And I'm just saying before we get
never
any
can
response.
skipped.
Can't take the weight of the whole world on our shoulders because if it doesn't really offend us personally, you know what I'm saying, but we can speak about shit because that's what we do. It's opinion radio. So let's go in, y'all. Kimmy, Roni, whoever want to
Okay.
go in, go for it.
Kimmy, you ready? You ready? Are you?
Girl, no, you can go right ahead. You can take
Okay, let me start this off.
Yeah.
yeah,
All
take
right. So I understand what she's saying. Like I get where people have put value ahead of spirituality. I mean, I like the presentation. I there's some things I would agree with as far as um, the order. Some things I disagree with the order, but I understand why the order was made. Okay, so with that being said, when you do a presentation like that and you as a black woman, you state that black women, huh? Hello?
Continue. That was just Christy coming in. I think of
Okay.
you. So she sets up. Go for it.
When you do a presentation like that and you state black women are have a sense of entitlement, are you looking in your own circle, or are you like, what is your where are your figures for this? And the problem is when you put that out there into the world, you take a person who may not know or have an understanding of black women, and they run with it. Black women, we have already so much working against us. It is an uphill battle from when we're born. And I don't believe that, maybe I know maybe in my circle, that black women, as far as integrity is taught at a lower level. But at the same time, you can't put everybody in the same bucket because you don't know what their upbringing was. So to assume that they're brought up with this sense of entitlement because they are black women and that's the reason why they go and put justification in bags and money and wealth. That's just all assuming. I don't like that. I don't like that idea of putting all black women into this boat. And if I tell somebody that you're no good, everyone's gonna believe it. Everyone who's listening is gonna believe it, and we already have an uphill battle. So that's my first thoughts. Kim, what do you have? I mean, because I can go on, and I've gone on.
Girl, you may not want to open the floor to me because I was sitting here going, who the hell is this chick and where did she come from? Who raised her and how old is she?
Go
I'm
for it,
just,
Kimmy.
but how, okay, so like for real though, Smoke, how old was this chick?
Yeah, because she can't quantify everybody, of course. So we can't take that personally.
Oh
Go
no,
for it.
no,
Hmm.
I didn't take it personally, but like T Roni was just saying, you can't just categorize any just black women, period. You just can't just up. To me, if she was gonna
Facts.
make that assumption of okay, we as black women have this sense of entitlement, I'm so sorry. But to me, any woman that is born on this earth, they all have a sense of entitlement just because of the whole thing. Like, oh, okay. And this goes across all color lines. You smack
Just
a
as a
boy.
woman in general.
Yeah, it's just women in
Okay.
general. You
Hmm.
smack a boy. The first thing that any female is going to say, you better not hit me back because I'm a girl.
Facts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, though.
And I'm so sorry. That's why I was just like I was wondering how old she was, but I understand. I don't remember the name of the song, but there's a lyric in a line that says you got to use what you got to get what you want.
Oh, who
I'm
was that? Who
sorry.
was
You
that?
better
Who was
think.
You can't
Right,
always have
exactly.
what
Right. You got to use what you got
what you
to get
try
what. I'm
sometimes.
so sorry, but I was not raised like that. And to say that we are not brought up with integrity or morals or this or that and the other, it all depends on which generation that you are speaking of. Yes, there are a lot of females in all color realms in the music industry that will sleep their way to the top, whether it's by music or by acting. But I'm so sorry. I'm poor broke just like the next doggone person. I ain't slept my way to nowhere but into some doggone debt. Like for real though.
And can I add to what you just said? I just want to add to what you just said, which was very important. We're not all black women, we're not all born to be in the music industry. We're all there's doctors, there's lawyers,
Hmm.
there's judges, there's council women, there's girls who working at McDonald's, there's girls working at Burlington, there's girls getting their own bag, right? Like from
Right.
for
There's
us,
me.
I'm
Right.
not trying to say me in that sense. No, but I'm just I'm speaking
I'm just
to
saying, I'm not trying to take any steam from the ladies, but I'm just trying to just do a quick self plug. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
every young girl that you see walking down the street ain't necessarily a thought because she has eyelashes on.
Right.
Facts.
That's an assumption.
Facts.
Every young girl who has a Prada bag, Birkin, is not a thought because she got a bag. And you don't know how
And we're
she
gonna talk
made
about that.
her mad. Okay, we're gonna talk about. Okay, good.
And we're
Right.
gonna talk about that.
Look, and
Facts.
I may not have the biggest bag. I got my little coin purse, and even if I got it from the dollar store, I got it for me. I didn't sleep my way to get that little coin purse. So back up.
Don't
And we're not,
assume.
And now
Yeah.
literally now you got different versions because we got definitely Chrissy Cat's in the building. What's up, Chris? How you doing, sis? Everything good?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Chrissy.
So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Fuck you think I'm here, right?
quick
So
answer ass.
yeah. Oh,
Shit.
I don't
that
know.
that jammed me up real quick. My bad. Right. So as we were saying on the bag, right? I'm just trying to keep flowing like that didn't happen and shit, right? That didn't happen. So on the bag, right? I think she was talking about besides the physical bag, but she meant like the cash bag, like when
Correct.
we say the
Yes.
bag, the money bag, and then like as you said now, so now as you alluded to, Roni, right? As far as the look, right? Because we're gonna go in the thought and the thug. We're gonna cover both ends of the spectrum. Okay.
Hmm.
So we have the you alluded to just because she has on fake eyelashes, right? Or just because she has the designer bag, right? Or the look, right? Doesn't mean she's a thought, correct?
Correct.
Correct. So with that being said, right? Because remember, we have a look now. Remember, it's culture. It's a
Hmm.
cultural look.
It
So
is
we're
culture.
talking
It's
about the
culture.
culture right now.
I do
So that
understand.
right there, with that young lady previously was talking about was the epilogue to the actual. We're gonna go into the culture thing. Okay, the thug and thought culture, the look. Okay, so like she was saying, alluding to, it doesn't matter what you have to do to get the bag, right? Like the Cardi B, for example, she admitted to drugging people and robbing people, right? And stripping and prostitution and all these things. But she's famous. She got to the quote unquote bag,
Hmm.
right? She got to the bag, damn it. And that's all that matters, right? And being that that was People Magazine Woman of the Year before, okay, and I don't know by whose standards that was, who were the voters on that shit. But no disrespect to that
Like
young
me.
lady
Oh
for
yeah.
for
Cardi
accomplishing
B.
for accomplishing what she's done. No disrespect. That's no shade on Miss Cardi B. No
All
disrespect
men.
meant. But as
Damn it.
far as like as far as the background and things, it may not be the model citizen that we're looking to have our daughters follow. Is all I'm saying. Okay, so with that being said, for any of you young ladies, I don't mean to get into your personal business. Do any of you have daughters, nieces, any young, influenceable aged young ladies growing up in your family between Chrissy, Roni, or Kimmy?
Yep.
Ladies, so
Yes,
so
my
so
niece.
so so let's talk about your nieces and your daughters, right? Without getting too personal into your business, because we keep it, we keep it kind of what's the name over here, right? So how would you feel if they're Cardi B idolizing? Would you feel comfortable with that being the role model for your daughter or your nieces or granddaughters for that matter? Just curious as far as the
Chrissy's like,
popular
no.
thought culture goes, or the Megan the Stallion. Is that a good look? Because it
I
seems that's
don't
what I'm just asking. I'm just saying. So we can agree that that's possibly
Ow!
one of those questions. Right? So
Oh
so so
shit.
so so we kind of gotta be careful about who our daughters are watching. Okay, we gotta be careful about who our kids are watching. Okay, because like this is a thing that's like in mainstream media, the thought thug culture is, and we're gonna address the thug shit next. The thought thug culture is really being pushed to a level right now of like to the like remember, I'm Generation X, for example. If you're at
Facts.
the age of 40, you're pretty
Eight.
much Generation X. You qualify for Generation X, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so big up for Generation X in the house. Anybody that's Generation X in the house. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were pretty much youth. All right. Let's reel this back in. We were pretty much youth in the era of when hip hop first began,
Amen.
rose to popularity, like, or should I say, in
Goddamn
the
right.
early stages of it. We kind of grew up with hip hop evolving, right? And it went from like the positive. the Fight the Power, the One for All of those popular records,
Brand
to
new.
yeah, from the Brand Nubian to the Public Enemy to the those type of
My
positive and conscious
philosophy,
type of
why
rappers,
is that?
the
Treat me
X
right.
Clans, the exactly to
Bump this
the
funky joint, you know.
and then it became more of a
20s.
and then because remember it's a cultural thing. We're dealing with this as a culture because music is a
Yeah.
strong part of the culture,
Yes.
correct?
Absolutely.
So as the culture, quote unquote, the music culture and the quote unquote hip hop culture, it went from, one thing which was more of a respectful, positive thing to more of a raw, uncut type of feel to like inner city, pure raw feel, like from the to the hardcore hustling, the hardcore street, the hardcore language, bitch, nigger,
Ross,
hoe, fuck
slut
it.
tramp, skank, wench,
Yeah, like
trick.
it really got hardcore. It really got really street hardcore,
They
right?
got disrespectful. They got disrespectful.
To an extent, disrespectful language to those that are not living in that particular environment, right? This is disrespectful language, pretty much. Okay, but this is being pushed by the big companies and the
Right.
big media companies. So let's roll into this thug shit right here, Tony D.
Let
So
me
as
get a
far
piece of that
as
original part if you don't mind.
oh, go for it, please.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to overshadow you, brother.
you
Go in,
didn't
my
overshadow
man.
me. You always give me plenty of leeway, but I wanted to wait.
Go for it.
This is gonna piss a lot of the ladies off, but I see exactly what she's saying all the time. She's not lying, and it's true. It's not everybody, but it's happening. I know plenty of women that feel the entitlement and then play the victim when it comes down to it after certain actions. Like ain't nothing supposed to happen to them. They can do what they want to do. It's out there and it's real. No, it's not everybody, but it is out there and it's happening. I know exactly what she's saying. I did want to request that that diagram you had. I couldn't read the bottom three, but everything that I was reading, that's a lot of
I'll
what
pull
I'm
it back
seeing.
up. I'll
Yeah,
pull it
if
back
they
up.
don't get if they don't get to the money, their actions serve no purpose, and that's true. That's real. It's not necessarily about sleeping with somebody. It could be flirting. It could be sweet talking, sort of like an escort service instead of a prostitute. A lot of women are carrying themselves along the lines, not necessarily trying to work their way to grind. And some of it also comes from them trying to do the work they're supposed to do and still not getting it and got put in a situation where they got to go ahead and go all out because their efforts weren't enough and what they built they can't maintain. So I don't necessarily call all the women
Mm.
out, but it's happening. I'm not mad at no woman who thinks she's wrong. I'm not mad at no woman that says she's BSing. But ladies, you all have to realize the same way some of us don't feel like we niggas, but y'all see us as one. Some of the women out there are doing this, even though you aren't. It is truly, seriously, totally happening. As you talk to more women and you realize more of what they've gone through to get where they are, you'll hear it and you'll see it. I know plenty. I hear the stories. I hear the stories about other people. We see it on the news. We see it on TV. They're advertising it on the TV shows. Empire was notorious for showing it.
And that's why I didn't watch Empire. I've never
Yeah,
seen
no,
it.
straight up.
Never watched.
Empire was notorious for showing it.
Uh,
Um,
uh,
I want to say, oh God, what's the other damn TV shows when they was doing whatever they had to do to get to the top? God, I
Can,
forgot what that damn show was. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
you know what? Now, and let me follow again. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
No, you good. You good.
We
Opinion radio.
there
Go
has to
for
be
it.
a separation from being thought of or for a person who's working, a black woman who's working and striving to get her own and be at the top and put her profession above all others versus being that sense of entitlement black female.
Agreed.
We need to separate the two but because
Facts.
the line has been blurred as far as black women because we are those bitches when we decide I don't want a man who's not gonna have equal or more to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Hey, smoke, smoke. I ain't gonna front. You don't even realize how real what she just said is so damn
I
real.
did.
She's
No,
right.
trust me.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
piece of this after her. Hmm.
Go.
but no, I'm good. Go ahead, tell me, Ace, because I want to hear the male point of view.
Well, I agree with both parties actually. From Tony D's, I was just gonna gloss over it because I've been I've been doing too much in the eyes of some of my detractors. So I gotta pull it back. I gotta be easy on the folks a little bit right now.
Oh God.
But I've been called everything from sexist to misogynist. God damn it.
Oh God.
So what I gotta do is I gotta reel it back a little bit. I was even criticized for having a show, quote unquote, for men. Could you believe it? But yet Oprah can have a television network just for women,
Facts.
and so can Lifetime. But they had nothing to say about that. But actually,
What
I have
Lifetime's
men.
not for
I've
women.
had men call
Yes,
me
is.
sexist. I've had men openly on this network call me sexist for having a particular program just for men. So I've
Are you
got to
serious?
peel it back a little bit. Yes,
If
I am.
oh,
I'm not gonna mention their names, but that's a joke.
men,
And
it's for men, doesn't that? Yes, I thought that was common sense.
I'm just saying now, Chrissy. Now, when you see my programs and it says, for example, Red Pill Radio for men, you as a woman, what do you do when you read that?
Oh, I go in and start messing with Tony as soon as possible.
but she doesn't. But she doesn't watch the program that says for men. Now, Kimmy Kali, how do you feel about that? Just real quick. I don't mean to go off subject because I'm going to go into this. This is a segue into what I'm getting ready to say.
I
How do
might
you
watch.
feel if you see
But
something that says just for men? Kimmy, are you still with us, Kimmy? Just
Yep,
generally
I'm
speaking. I'm
still
sorry,
here.
Chris.
Well, see, to me, because I'm always interested in what people have to say anyway, I
Okay.
may stick my head in there and see what y'all talking about. And if y'all talking about some NFL BS or whatever y'all be talking about, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all ain't talking about what I need to. Goodbye.
Yeah, you did it the
But
other night. I'm still mad at you.
Now, what if it's not? Now, check it out though. But check it out. But what if it's locker room talk or barber shop talk, which is the equivalent to beauty salon talk for
man, I
Mm.
got
females.
caught up in that mess the other day with Tony and doggone brother Shannon because they talking about, yeah, well, this girl, she could get it. And yeah, this girl, yeah, oh, I do her. And I
And
this
that's
and I'm saying,
why
and I'm
and, and,
sitting there going like, what did I just walk myself into?
and, and, and and
And
that's
then
why,
just
for
left. Just
example, and
left.
check it out, and that's why, for example, I know that that's that kind of conversation going on the radio station. So that's why I specifically put for men. So
Yeah,
females do not specifically so the women don't tune in and get offended and then have to put those type of comments in
right.
the thing
And
because you
like I
shouldn't have
said,
been
I don't
there from
mind
the
listening for
beginning.
a couple seconds to see what somebody's talking about saying or whatever. But then if I feel like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, y'all talking about some strictly man stuff where y'all got balls
Yeah.
and nuts and stuff, y'all got everything hanging out like that. Oh, okay. Exit stage left. This ain't for me.
Facts. Get up out of there. Right?
Yeah.
Get up out of there. You
It
ain't
was
No.
gotta
rather
you don't
lengthy.
gotta you don't gotta
I'm gonna
talk
give her
bad
that.
about it. Just get
It
up
was a
out of
rather
there.
lengthy conversation. I'm gonna give her that, but she just dipped on out. I'm like, you.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
but
I'm
you gotta
like,
realize sometimes you gotta
yeah.
take your ball and go home. Like this ain't for me, man. And I'm
Yeah,
out of
this ain't
here.
my
And I'm gonna
convo.
just
Yeah, she's
gracefully
good.
bow out. That's
Yeah,
it.
she's
That's
good.
it.
This
So
is the
so
new
so
generation, though. The new generation feels that
Cancel culture.
yes. Yes.
right.
They
So
gotta
now
be up
that's
in the
what I'm
mix.
segueing into.
If I feel like
Exactly.
being in here, I should listen to it. I could listen to it, and then I
Yeah.
could.
Well, then
I should
listen to shut the hell up. Sorry,
not.
I ain't
I
mean to
don't.
cut you off, but they just
No.
be. I mean, they be
Right.
going on. How you gonna get mad about somebody broadcast? Don't watch the motherfucker.
Right.
Facts.
You can turn it off.
And then
Don't
you
watch the
can go to any
motherfucker. I
other
ain't got to
channel.
report nobody. I just leave the motherfucking broadcast. Somebody said some shit earlier this week. I ain't even report his ass. I
Yeah, get
heard
the
him when
hell
he
out of
said it.
here.
We was watching the game. I was watching the game with somebody's broadcast. Somebody didn't get the call, and he said that he said on the broadcast. He said the only reason he didn't get the call is because he's black. I was going to say something, but it was my broadcast. I just left the motherfucker. I didn't even tell the dude. I didn't even tell the dude whose broadcast it was that his homeboy said some shit that pissed me off. I just left it the fuck alone. I just left. If you
Yeah,
gonna be
like
like that, I ain't got. And I'm not even subscribed to him, so fuck him.
that's it. I take my
See,
ball
if
and
you're
go
not
home.
cool with somebody, that shit's fine. It's when you're cool with somebody that's offensive, and I understand some of the complaints. But plain and simple, everybody can say what they want to, broadcast how they want to up here. If you don't like the broadcast, just leave.
Facts.
That's
You're
it.
not invited. You're not invited. You just scroll by and see what they were saying. Leave the motherfucker alone with your petty
Listen,
ass. Get the fuck on.
facts. So we just let that rock like that. So as we proceed, right?
Yeah,
And I'm sorry that we had to spin off into that real quick, but this is a segue because now I've been, I've been I'm gonna just say what I need to be saying right now. But like I've seen some of the entitled behavior, but that one doesn't mean all, right? And
Right.
and
Right.
and
right.
and and
Exactly.
Correct.
and and, and, and we can't be offended when we see somebody like this, for example, because this is a learning experience also. And I use this as an example specifically, right? Because one person feels a specific way, okay, because this is opinion radio. And
Mhm.
this is this lady's opinion on how people that she specifically knows in her life are acting. Okay. Which does not cover the demographic of hardworking professional sisters such as T. Roni. Okay. That doesn't cover a lot of people that we all know. Okay.
I got a
So
question for that.
when we watch these things, real quick, but when we watch these
Yes.
things, we can't be offended if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. But we cannot also at the same time, we can't allow people to say, well, all, but she never said all.
No,
She
she did
just
not.
said the word,
She said
right?
black
Like,
women.
yes, but she didn't say all because remember, I could just say black men, but that doesn't mean all.
I would
I can
be
say
wrong
black
if
men don't
I.
work. I can say black men don't work, but I know black men with jobs. Some of my best friends are black with jobs.
I
So
would be
so
wrong if
that
I
shit don't fly to me.
said
You know,
right.
you
Yes.
want to clear it up.
Everybody's entitled to
You
their
want to
opinion.
clear it up.
Right.
Oh shit. Here's
Go
my
for it,
thing.
Roni. No, no, go for it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Roni. Then you grab it, Tony. Go for it,
Sorry,
Roni.
I,
sorry, sorry.
I that's why I started it off my comment by saying I understand her diagram. I didn't cancel her diagram. I'm not canceling her feelings at all, right? Because there are some women out there who are that way. And that's why I wanted to wait to hear her circumstances because she could have been put in a circumstance where this is her exposure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Fact.
the conversation was not that. The conversation alluded to black women.
Yeah.
She said specifically, if you're not if you're in a non-Christian or non-Muslim household, I told you I was taking notes because again I don't
Yes, go
want to
for it.
be off.
Mm-hmm.
That black women, this is how you are, and that's where I get offended by the
Copy.
generalization, not her opinion. She's entitled to her
Gotcha.
opinion.
Copy. But you can't
Well,
generalize. You can't put everybody in one basket.
Let me say
Go for
something real quick, Kimmy, before you start. My question is going to be: do you think it's people that she know, or people she has come into contact with all over? Because it's not just going to be certain people in certain areas. I've seen it in a lot of areas. What she's saying, and no,
it.
it's
I've
not
seen some
everybody,
things.
but I know quite a few
I've
women that
seen
We
it.
she had
all do.
described. I've seen it. Yes,
But
We
when you
all know somebody like that. Like Kimmy had said earlier, there's black women, white women, Asian women, a lot of women.
Yes.
Women, you gotta,
Mm-hmm.
it's a mindset of women. Like you
yes.
could have one
Yes.
mindset of a woman, you could have another mindset of a woman. We all walk different paths, and the path that we choose is that venture. So
Yes.
that is a path that some women do choose. I'm not disagreeing with the pyramid at all.
Understood.
Facts.
Understood.
Go ahead, Chris.
um well, I noticed two things. One thing was before Tony said it. Uh, I noticed that a lot of times when you guys are speaking, you say, you know, well, I know you ladies are gonna get upset. I have seen more guys up in here get hurt over what women are saying, I think, than vice versa. So I just kind of don't think that's a fair
Okay.
statement. I mean, after you hear, like,
And that's
you
cool. That's
think
cool.
that maybe we're friends. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I think it's things. No, but it's things like that that we do that can have an effect on putting a person in a particular category.
Agreed.
Like, why did she say, black women? You know,
Probably because she's black and she was just
I
thinking.
She was
Probably
just
because
talking
she's black
directly
and
to
she's
black women.
talking
She was
about
talking,
us.
yes, she's talking directly to black women, I
Yeah,
think.
she probably doesn't have exposure to too many white people, so she was probably just
uh,
speaking from her own personal
right. I get that.
circles.
That wasn't my
Mhm.
point.
Okay,
my
my
point
bad. Hmm.
was, why doesn't she say, I know
I
some
see you,
black,
Kimmy. Hmm.
because she doesn't. When you say black women or white women or whatever, it doesn't matter what race it is.
Hmm.
You're implying a group of people. Otherwise, you would say like this white woman or this, you know, not a generalization.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's
I
just
think she was speaking directly to black women.
Yeah, I think she was speaking like this was a female on a black channel on a predominantly
Yes.
black network that was giving her hey Sadie, what's up? How you doing? You're
Hey,
a fan, of
Sadie.
course.
No, you don't.
Um, that was a
Wait,
particular. So she was particularly addressing black. I think she was particularly speaking about black women. Because I don't think she has too much exposure to other folk for that
no,
matter. But I can't speak for
if
her.
you didn't, to say it in such a general way implies that you're saying that.
Chrissy and I heard this. I mean, it wasn't
Yellow
as
heard the same thing, and so did Kimmy. Kimmy, you got
and
next.
so
You
did
got next,
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
We just felt like it was a generalization.
I
Okay.
think so too.
She's entitled to her opinion, but
I think it was a generalization too, and that wasn't a good look. I'm gonna keep it a ban. Kimmy, what you think? I'm sorry, I kept thinking, but I saw you come in and out, so I wasn't sure if you were.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was my signal or what.
Go for it. You're clear
But
now. You're loud and clear. Hmm.
yeah, this is the thing that I will say, and this goes for anything. I wasn't offended by what she said because hey, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. You
Facts.
go right ahead, my sister. It's
Take that.
just
Take that. Take that. Hmm.
it's just disturbing that you just generalize black women like that because that's not how I was raised. I wasn't raised like that, and I did not grow up in a Christian household or a Muslim household. I think we were supposed to be Muslim, but yeah, it wasn't even that even type of thing. And the integrity that my parents instilled in me by having self-respect for myself and having integrity in how I carry myself as a young lady and as a woman, that right there in itself has been a lost art that needs to come back, but it's gone.
Now, yes, perfect fucking timing. Let's go, Kimmy.
It's
Perfect
gone.
segue. Now let's talk about the other generation under us, millennials, because we're talking about us, right?
Oh
Generation
Lord.
X.
Yes.
Okay. Now, has we grew up, okay, coming into this hip hop culture, we grew up watching it evolve. Has it devolved us? Okay, because we're gonna pass this past the sisters now. We're gonna get onto the brothers in the thug game right now, right?
Come on.
Has it devolved us as a people? Has our culture actually moved us backwards instead of forwards?
It
Okay.
looks like it.
As
It looks
in,
like it
as
like a
in,
motherfucker.
all right, so Tony D, let's get on this shit real quick. For the brothers, let's
I'm
represent
trying
this
to
joint.
hold back, and I apologize,
Go
but it
for
looks
it.
like
Nah,
it
man,
looks
it's
like it
on.
like a
Let's rock and
motherfucker.
roll.
It
Let's
really
rock
does
and
look like
roll.
it like a motherfucker. We be trying to keep our language clean, but I got to jump in on this one. Yes,
This
yeah.
Sunday
and
night
I will
smoke,
say
goddamn
why.
it. We come with that raw
Because you
shit.
goddamn right. You
We gonna
goddamn
come with
right.
that
Y'all know
fire.
I ain't
Let's
act up
go.
for real. I ain't act up for real in about a month, but y'all motherfuckers overdue.
Let's go. Talk about this
Y'all
thug
overdue
shit.
like a motherfucker. The thug culture, pimp hole culture, stunted our growth as a
Trash.
nation. Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. As
Let's
many of
go.
us African American males who have tried to keep ourselves legit, try to keep
Slow
ourselves
down with
out
it.
of
Slow
this.
down. Don't hit them
I'm
too fast.
trying,
Slow
God
down
damn
with
it. Give
these
me a
niggas.
minute.
Right.
Slow down, T. Don't
We have
even hit them.
tried.
Lay this shit out for them. Roll it out nice and easy. Go for it. My
Right.
bad.
Rewind this
Cause
motherfucker
you
for a
going a mile a
second.
minute, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't
lay
even
it out for
start.
them.
You
Lay
ain't
them out because this is.
Kimmy. You new to me up here. You ain't seen me really go. I start sounding
Oh,
like
you ain't.
Twister in this motherfucker.
Ooh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Look, slow it down just a little bit for us
Listen,
remedial
Roll it
folks in
out.
the
Roll it
back
out
that
for them
can't
boys, because
listen,
these
process
the
it that
jewels. You
fast.
dropping jewels.
listen. Ain't nobody
You
on this
dropping
app
gems.
35 or younger that I've seen, so I'm gonna go ahead and nail it.
Go
These
ahead.
Let's go.
dudes who are the kids of the pimp whole thug fight culture don't know how to be a family, dress like the opposite sex, and don't want to keep a job. Stop playing.
We're
Stop
gonna
playing.
go. Let's go. We just beginning.
Shit is
We just gonna
fucked
begin.
up. We went around thinking we could be hardcore this, hardcore that, and half of them motherfuckers is locked up or broke. It was those
Mm.
of us who listened to it and tried to stay away from it that survived, even though we might have had a dabble in it here, dabble in it there. We saw a consequence and caught ourselves. The ones who don't have no consequences don't know how to do shit, don't know how to raise shit because they were living for the moment, and now that we in the future, they don't know what the fuck to do. I'm here all
Yeah.
day. I'm here all day.
Let's get them.
Now, if you survived and you made it and you learn better, you're going to be the one that's going to be teaching. But it's the ones who went through the wrong shit that can't make it. Look at these cats who got out of jail. Yeah, they want to correct themselves. Yeah, they want to fix themselves. But a lot of them who never lived the life they were supposed to live at the age they was at, who still got the mentality of back there, can't deal with right now. And we
Mm-hmm.
all see it. We
Mm-hmm.
all see it.
Facts.
Some parents were young parents. If you're a young parent, you didn't have a chance to have a job because you was raising a kid, nobody's going to disrespect that. But now you're looking for somebody to depend on to help you
Yeah.
get the way you need to be or to at least maintain what you got because you can't get nothing else because you don't have a work history.
Mm.
How much
Damn,
time we
could you
got?
swallow some water or
It's
some shit
real.
in between all
I'm
that?
breathing through
God.
my nose. Be quiet, woman.
It's called breath control,
I
Styly.
mean,
Exactly. And I ain't
that
go fast for real yet because
Yeah,
the
stuff like
that's
biggest
slow.
problem we
That's the
got,
slow shit
look,
right there.
yeah,
That's the
that was the
slow.
slow
That's
shit.
the
And they know
slow
they've seen
version.
it. Go to fast food, go to the mall, go to the clubs. Look at how everybody dressing like the opposite sex. It's thoroughly confusing.
Yeah.
Now
And a
your
lot
butt
of
is
them
out
they
now.
tried to attribute it to black men going to jail only.
it.
That's not the real problem. That wasn't the only problem. You had drugs. You had independent women going out there trying to do this, trying to do. They had to get their own. So now they don't want to deal with nobody because they don't have to deal with nobody. We was all taught that you got to have a family for one to depend on the other instead of you just depending on yourself. So when you got to deal with somebody, you don't know what to damn do.
Yep.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
then
whoa.
when you've been taking advantage of somebody, you can't trust nobody. So now you're just stuck on yourself and you don't know how to be with nobody.
Yep.
We see all
Mm.
this. So for real, when it comes to that thug fight culture or that pimp pole culture, let's be clear: the pimp pole culture is going to die because now the hoes know they don't need no pimp. They can get their own money, keep it to themselves, while they take care of their family instead of giving it to some damn body else. The money's going somewhere. They're going to see a return on investment. That's going to be their kids. We got that. The thug thought culture. Yeah, you're going to make your money. Yeah, you're going to have your
Yeah.
crew. But when your crew turn your back on you, even though you took an oath, you did everything possible, you can't trust them because if you get locked up, they're going to leave you behind.
Yeah. And what's your
If you
future?
don't get, yeah, and what's your future? If you in jail, what's your future? Pay attention to that movie South Central.
Mm.
They
He
don't
went to
like to
jail
watch
for this
That's a
those.
shit.
They
classic.
don't like to watch those kind of movies. They don't
They
watch
gonna we
none
gonna
of
make
them.
all young African Americans
They
watch
don't
South
watch
Central.
Jews. They don't watch those. They don't like to watch. You see how like BMF is
What are
on
they
and
watching?
Jay, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
watch BMF because BMF is supposed to be dope. I ain't gonna lie.
and
I'm not
this
gonna
other
front. I'm
thing is on. They don't want to watch that. They, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
and BMF's gonna tell you how they made it, how they did it, but it's not gonna tell you how they got caught. I think it's gonna get to that.
But let me
Sex
ask you.
Money Murder. Sex Money Murder was another one. I saw a story on that. How they got busted. You also gotta watch Minister Society. Look at what Glenn Turner. Uh, yeah, Glenn Turner. That was the dude that was in jail. What he told Kane. Teach
Right.
our
Yeah.
kids to live better than how we living. Because the way we're
Yep.
living right now is bullshit. And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, let me jump in this real quick. Now, check it out. Now, that's a
Okay,
little
now I'll
wisdom
breathe.
right there. Check it out.
Now I'm
So,
gonna
so,
breathe.
so now that y'all mentioned that, no, everything is perfect. All the segues you lead because let's talk about the juice and the Minister Society in the South Central. Okay, did that have a negative impact on Generation Xers such as
It
me,
shouldn't have.
myself? Because let me ask you, it should not have,
No.
but yet we still see 40-year-old men still throwing up gang signs representing sets, still walking around with pants under their rear ends,
Uh-huh.
okay, quote unquote, thugging it.
Yeah,
Different color fitted baseball hats of the week to go with their matching sneakers.
I got a
Like,
few of
like, 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 has this hip hop culture kept men in the urban communities stuck in their 20s,
them.
even though they're 40? You understand what I'm
No.
saying?
And I'll
And
tell you
even
why.
with the let me just finish this with the
Go.
the BMFs and the this and the that because remember everything like in those 90s and the thing it was all hustlers ambition.
Right.
Everybody wanted to be a hustler. Everybody wanted to be a drug dealer. Everybody wanted to get that fast money. That's the same thing that goes with equivalent to the thought culture, okay?
Yes.
Because they want to do what they have to do to get to the bag.
For the
So
moment.
now we have a bunch of young men, okay, that not necessarily motivated to work or to finish their education in order to do things the slow old fashioned way in order to get to the prize. Okay, put in the work, go to the schools, study, put the work in so that the long term end game result would be a career, starting your own business, or whatever you're doing as far as starting a legal business, that is. Okay.
Yes.
A lot of people want to take the shortcut. They think they got the cheat code. So watching these type of movies where you saw a lot of people with the cheat code, even though in the end they still crashed and burned, what makes them think they can follow the cheat code and not crash and burn in the
I
end
got,
just like
I
these
got.
other
After,
motherfuckers?
after Tony, I want to
Let's
comment on
go.
that. Go ahead, Tony. You first, because I have a comment for that.
The question is, what makes you think you could follow the cheat or step back in the cheat code and win, right?
What made them think? What makes a lot of the younger folks that watched all of these type of the ones that did watch the Menace to Society or
Yes.
the South Central or
Uh-huh.
the XYZ, right?
Uh-huh.
Did that have negative effects on some of the young men growing up from Generation Xers growing up, right? To
The
where this
negative
kind of
effect is the
glorifies
fact.
some of these things,
The negative
or
effect is thinking you can do what they did, but people need to pay attention to what Frank Lucas said when they did an interview with him after he got out of jail. He said, "You can't do what I did anymore because there's too many satellites watching." So here's the thing: you can't follow the old rules. You got to learn the new rules, and you're going to get busted again because you don't know all the new rules. Like they didn't know the new rules back then. Everybody tried to do everything legitimately and legally. There were laws that they followed. It's the laws that they broke that they didn't realize. They got them all busted. That goes to every hustler out there. Make your money, follow the game. But you need to realize something. Everybody who got rich, and you'll be seeing it over the next, you've seen it over the past 10 years, you're going to see it for the next 30. Everybody who got rich is getting busted, even though they followed every law possible. There was one they forgot. There was one that they slipped. Jermaine Dupri had one of the biggest record labels in the world. He got busted
mm,
on the counter charge.
mm-hmm.
You are going to skip a rule here and there, and that's how they're going to get your ass. So the
Ah,
best thing you got to try to do is follow each and every rule possible. I don't care how square they say you are. I don't care how lame they say you are. I don't care how soft they say you are. Because I'm one of the guys that made it. I could have broke a bunch of rules.
put in the work.
I had so many offers to traffic drugs when I was traveling states TDY. I could have made more money a month than I could have made in a year on a job that I was on. But the consequence was to have nothing afterwards. That's the thought process you got to have when you're in these streets. You can do what you got to do, but if you get busted, how you gonna get out of it? Because
Ow!
cash don't pay the lawyers. Because when they track the money, the IRS gets their
Right.
piece,
Can't
gets
pay
their
the lawyer.
hands on any every aspect of penny, dollar, dime, quarter, nickel, and they're gonna track your money. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the R. Kelly shit up there. They busted him, and this is more than money. They throwing charges on him. We didn't even realize it's true.
Yeah, that
Y'all better
racketeering
what?
got
Yeah. That's ring.
that was a good one, lawyer.
That sex
Next
trafficking
level shit.
ring messed my head up because I never saw him trafficking people. He was doing it for himself. He wasn't doing it for everybody else. But there's a law that say the way he was doing it, they can use their
It's
charge
traffic.
against him. Y'all better watch y'all asses out there. So I'll talk to the thug, thought, pimp, whole culture right damn now. You don't know enough of the laws. And your ass ain't reading
No,
hard enough because you too busy not giving a damn being YOLO. You better slow the fuck down. I'm talking to you right now.
YOLO.
And I agree.
Go for it, Tony. Go for it.
So we're as Generation X, we come from a generation prior to us where they didn't have anything. Like they didn't have the education and their work that was like their ethic. So coming coming out from being born into now the Generation X, we had to be more creative. We had to be more thought provoking. We had to be more of everything. Remember, a lot of this newer stuff, internet, cell phones, all this stuff became in the heels of Generation X. Generation Y just makes it better. But it all came under the thing, Generation X. So, like how Generation millennials act like they are the dominance of the um, save the earth populations and climate controls. But that was started in the 60s, in the 70s. Like none of this stuff is new. But because they are I kind of want to agree with Charles Petrie in the chat, where everyone's online, so everyone's smarter. So they don't need to watch these shows that teach them that when you do this, you go to jail. Because in their mind, they're going to be smarter than any generation that came before them.
Right.
Yep.
In your mind.
They don't need you or anybody else.
In
Right?
your own mind. That's
Yes.
because you're feeling yourself too damn much. So let me shout the chat real quick. We have because they're definitely not smarter, Roni. Everybody thinks they're smarter than the previous generation.
We
Roni, they
did. We
think I
used to
got
think the
this.
same thing. We
Right,
used to
right,
think the
yeah, yeah,
same
we got
thing.
this.
Yeah.
No, no, we know them older niggas. They don't know
We pick
shit.
that
Okay,
product
the
though.
older niggas know shit.
We pick that product.
We got them
I
niggas.
like how T. Roney said that. We the product.
Exactly, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. So we got Petrie, Charles Petrie in the building. Is anybody do you know him, Tony D?
Yeah, he rolled
Charles?
with us when we do Uno at night. He comes on
Okay, he's good.
with
Okay, so I
Takara.
can
Yeah, we
okay,
can
so
bring.
you
I
good.
want to
Okay,
hear what he
because I
got to
didn't
say.
know.
And Charles, I'm gonna
He
cut
wanted to
you
come
off. You
up, but I
start
had to
acting up, damn
co-sign
it.
him. I just needed a co-sign before I do pull-ups. You know what
I
I'm
give him
saying?
a shot. I give
Yeah,
him. He
yeah.
came over
So
to
I had to
Takara's the other night. He cool.
okay, that's all good.
City
That's
by the
all
Bay.
good.
I'm not sure about dude. Sadie, we know she ain't coming up. You know Anthony's open. You know Anthony's
City by
good.
the Bay coming through with some good thing. I feel so bad for the kids. All this toxic
Real
propaganda being
talk.
pushed on them is so troubling, and that is a
Uh-huh.
fact. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for pulling up in the chat. Who else did we have in the chat room? We had Sadie earlier. Kimmy, are you still with us, Kimmy? I'm sorry if
Yes. Yes, sir.
okay. I'm sorry, because you know what it is, because I don't see you on the screen. I'm kind of like I'm just rolling, and I'm like, wait, make sure you're still in
Yeah.
the building, because
No,
I
yeah,
want to
I'm,
speak
I'm
to
still
Kimmy.
here.
But
I actually wanted to make a comment though
go
because
for it, go
about
for it.
the whole
Anytime, jump
thug,
in and be like, hold on, y'all, get me, god
right?
damn
But
it, go for
because
it.
about the whole thug and thot thing,
Let's talk about it. Go for
a
it.
lot, a lot of parents,
Let me pull you up even more.
whether they come from single parent households, two parent households, whatever, however, they
Hmm.
have allowed TV, radio,
Yeah.
computers to raise the kids.
Yes.
And you cannot do that. I have a younger brother. He's the baby out of all five of us. He just turned 40 this year. He has two daughters and two sons. His sons are so respectful, so polite, and so are his daughters. And that's one thing that you will not catch on his kids. They ain't gonna be out there dressing like no doggone hoochie mamas. I can guarantee you, tell you that now,
Damn right.
because he don't play that, because he was kind of raised up, even though when he was 8 our dad passed away, but I still had enough in me to instill in him, this the type of stuff you don't do, this is
Yeah.
the type of stuff that you do. But the thing, I have to say this and y'all gonna laugh y'all asses off, he
Go.
told me one of the greatest lessons I ever taught him was that even if it ain't your girlfriend, if you rolling in the car with any females, get your ass out and pump the gas. He says, sis, I done got more coochie off of pumping people's gas than I could imagine.
Pump that gas, god damn
I
it.
was like,
And then you get to pump that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one.
exactly. Yes. Yeah, sure. I have to say I had a hand in raising that boy, and I raised that boy doggone right.
He getting
So,
coochie for pumping gas.
Listen, no, I'm just saying,
yeah,
listen, it's the
Being
courtesy
a
factor,
gentleman.
TD. It's not
You're supposed to
yes.
literally for
open the
that.
door for them. Pumping gas is
Oh,
when
oh,
you open the door, you're
that's
supposed to get them, pull out their
everything.
chair for them, put the coat on them. You know what I'm
That
saying?
Well,
Keep them
Tony
dry
D.
in
he
the
does.
rain. He's getting coochie
Tony
for
D.
pumping gas. I'm
It
scared of
goes all
Yes.
myself now.
it all goes together. But Tony D, remember,
It
chivalry
does.
is old school. It's a lost art, and
Yes.
chivalry is a package deal. Because
There's
remember, you're
nothing
not gonna pump
there's
gas if
nothing
you're not
worse.
holding doors.
There's
Listen, you're
nothing
not
worse
gonna
than
pump
going to the
gas.
gas station and then you gotta pump gas and dude just sitting in the car chilling to the music.
Hello.
Exactly. But I'm
he's
telling you
talking.
Well,
because
that's
remember
supposed
that
to
that
be,
all
yeah,
goes hand
that
in
got
hand.
shot
That's
down. That got shot down for the women shooting, pumping the gas. I got that part.
I'm
It's
just
supposed to
saying,
open
but
the door for them. It's supposed to earn points. You pull out a
it
chair
all
for them, we
goes
sit down
hand
at the
in
table. That
hand.
earns points.
Right.
When it's
It's a
raining outside and you
package.
give her your jacket and you get wet, that's supposed to earn points. You hold the traffic, you make sure on the side of the cars when you're walking down the
Not
street, that's
anymore.
supposed to earn points. You getting coochie for pumping gas? I'm about to be a beast out this motherfucker. Y'all don't even.
I
Kimmy
don't think it
Well,
Callie
was
is
they
now
supposed
specifically
to
for
stay
the
family,
gas.
doing it,
goddammit.
Tony.
It
Kimmy
wasn't
Nobody
just for the
else
Callie is
doing
now
it.
gas.
family, goddammit.
But
No,
see,
wait.
I have
Now, I'm sorry, but what you
Go
no,
said
for it.
I
about
want to say
chivalry.
something, Tony, because I want to say something to the comment that you made earlier when you were saying
Okay.
just how independent women in general have become to
Yes.
where when they get ready to get with somebody, they don't know how to act. They can't stay with somebody because they too independent. I
Yes.
will tell you this right now to this day. I have been so used to opening up my own doors that when
Hmm.
I am with my baby brother, he damn near pushes me and punches me out the way. You ain't supposed to be opening that door. Move. And I'll be like,
And
Mm,
oh,
straight up, and
okay, bro.
let me jump in on that, Smoke. I
lost the
apologize
art.
for delaying, but let me jump in
Go
on that
for
one.
it. Go
There are
for it.
women who get mad if you do that for them.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Straight
well.
up,
Anybody that
there are
see
women. They be
anything
Because
like, if
that
you try to
right,
open the door for
that,
them, they be like, "I'm grown. I can do this myself." And I'm like,
I'm
"It's
gonna
just
allude to.
courteous."
I was gonna allude to
feminism,
that because
Yes,
now we're talking about feminism,
Charles in the house. I'm gonna pull you up.
Charles,
Go
what's
for
up?
it,
and
Roni.
then
Keep
we're
going,
talking
Roni.
about
Mm-hmm.
chivalry,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then we're talking about like this culture of the entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
These lines have been blurred. So like a person saying a guy could, you know, we're keep using Ken Kelly, your example of the
Go for it,
guy
Kimmy.
pumping the gas, but
Mm-hmm.
if she wants to be equal, she can pump her own gas.
Facts.
there's no force to it. But the thing is, some dudes will try to do that because that's how we were raised. We were
Right.
raised to sit back and
Yes.
do that for the women. But some women get offended when you do that shit. I can open my own damn door. I don't need you to do that. We're just standing here back. That's when we start cussing you out. If we do what our mothers raised us to do, what you all expect for us to do, and then you're gonna cut us like that, yeah, the cuss word's coming out because it's messed up. That is an
Yeah.
image.
True, true. I want to welcome.
I'm a
I want to
door
welcome
holder.
Charles. Let's welcome Charles. Charles
Charles, what's up, man?
Petrie.
Hey,
What's up,
Charles.
brother? First time on. How you doing, brother? Welcome aboard. What you got for us? Talk to
Oh,
us.
hello, hello. I'm good. So I'm a I'm a dedicated door holder for anyone, and I've yet to get
Your
believe this
audio's messed up a
or
little bit, bro. Your
the
audio's
only
messed up a
time
little bit.
once is a joke. Uh,
Charles, your audio is
well, maybe I'll switch my.
your audio is a little scratchy.
Yeah, he's in Canada. I know. I don't know what's going on with your
So
device. Your audio's messed up a
I'll
little
switch
bit,
my
bro.
phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
switch to your phone. Just
Yeah.
we got you. Just yeah, we here. Set it up. Set it up. We here. Let me go ahead. I'll bring you down for a second.
So
Keep you in the queue.
I'll drop out and I'll come back in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll keep you in the queue. Yep. Oh, that was me. Just
Nah,
go
that's his.
for it.
It wasn't. I think it was messed up a little bit last night when he was on with us too. So
No, I was that was
I'll be
me.
back.
Look out you. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Work it,
Can't get
Charles. We
rid of
here.
the
I got you
beauty.
in the queue. I'll
I'm gonna find
keep
your butt.
an
You
eye
better
on you.
call.
I keep an eye on you in the queue. Don't worry. We're gonna work it. Chrissy, you
Yep.
still with us, Chris?
Hmm?
Okay. So like we was into the what's the name? Like so we were into the I know you don't fuck with them thug niggas, but I'm just I know you don't fuck with them thug niggas, but I'm just saying, like, for example, right? I think that like some of those movies, like I alluded to earlier, some of those movies and some of the culture is just not it's not conducive. So did we actually fail? Like, for example, because like the millennials, the generation coming up under us, right? Did we lose a lot of our values from our parents' generation as we transitioned from more of a traditional style of family and living to this more hip hop expressive, more vocal way of expressing yourself and more visual way of expressing yourself? Did we lose a lot? And I won't say I don't want to ask the question, did we lose? Because the answer is of course we lost, god damn it. We lost a lot of that shit. And we didn't pass enough down to our children either, from the looks of it. So that's why we're suffering right now. Because
From the looks of
now,
it, yes.
from the looks of it,
From
yes,
the
I'm
looks of
keeping it real. Keep it a band, god damn it.
it.
We
Yeah.
lost this shit. We slipping. Like the young ladies don't know how to cook.
Mm,
The young boys don't know how to put a fucking belt on and pull their pants up over their booty. Like
mm.
it's looking real bad out there on these streets right now, and it's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? If you can't dress yourself and feed yourself, those are two basic functions of a
Elements.
normal human being. If you can't do that right
Elements.
now, you all fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is right now. So I'm thinking that we kind of we de-evolving. It's not evolution. We this
Yeah.
is the de-evolution of society, and it's happening right now. Back before there was cell phones, you used to have to remember somebody's phone
Phone
number.
numbers.
God damn it. Right? You used to write it down on a paper. If you lose your cell phone right now, how many numbers do you have written down on a paper to where you can refer to it? You be running right to the fucking Apple store trying to get another phone and be like, yeah, just retrieve my contacts.
Facts.
Fuck out of here, man. We raggedy right
You
now.
get
This is
locked up.
looking
You
bad.
can't call nobody on the payphone. You don't know nobody's number. All you know is their
You
name. You
don't
can't dial
remember
nobody by their
no
name. Facts.
fucking body's number. Police bag your ass up on some bullshit. You go to
Facts.
jail, you get a phone call. You got one phone call. You're like, all right, well, give me my iPhone first so I can look at my
Exactly.
look up my mama's number. You
Give me
don't
my
even know your fucking
contacts.
mama's number.
Right.
So
We
okay,
looking
I,
bad out here.
this the problem is that these kids don't know consequences.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they can point consequences at you, but them themselves they don't know. Like the guy, like the girl who don't know how to cook. Like you're gonna eat every day, you're gonna eat out every day. Then there's gonna be a point where you don't know, you ain't got no money to eat. So what? You're just gonna go starving. They don't know how to fend for themselves. Like or the
mhm,
guy who he's walking around with his pants saggy and he's like almost 30. So you really like you don't realize the consequence. Like people look at you, people look at your accounts, your social media. I mean, regardless to whether or not we like it, social media is here, and people
yeah.
use social media, and not just your friends, but jobs. So if you put
Absolutely. Well
that
said, ma'am. Well
that
said. Say that again,
lifestyle
please,
out
out
there,
loud. Say that out loud, please, because they don't hear you.
so
Repeat that one more
if
time, Roni. What they
Please
look
say
at.
that out
Repeat that
loud.
one more
yeah,
time. What they look at and what people look
Girl,
at, please.
if so,
Charles, you
people.
sideways. Turn yourself sideways.
I'm
Go
sideways.
go for it, Roni. Not you.
No,
I'm
Oh,
she's
talking to
talking about we
Charles.
talking about Charles and Sideways, but T Roney, you need to say that out loud. You need to scream that shit because they don't understand.
Go for it,
so
Roni.
there's all there these my
This is the
what
cool
I was trying to
angle.
say.
Turn your phone sideways. Go for it. Go keep going, Roni.
What I was trying to say was that there's consequences to actions. And an example that was given was that if you are a young person, you're walking around with your pants saggy, right? You may not think of it anything. But again, you're on social media, you're doing this, you're doing that. And regardless to it, social media is here. And everyone, not just your friends, not just your family, but the jobs. Honestly, I remember being a federal civil service, we would go into social media. Okay, like this is how we catch. The police are catching people via social media. So there's consequences. You may not think. You may think, oh, I'm. This is my style, my culture. You need to have common sense enough to separate what you what is TV. Like Cardi B should not be your idol because Cardi B is TV. You live real life unless your real life is you are in the strip club right
Mm.
now and Cardi B is your because you were trying to make it right.
Big up
That's
to the
what
strippers.
Big ups to the strippers. Big ups to the strippers.
yes.
And big up to T Roni for that good input right there. Charles, you sideways, you upside down. You're a train wreck right now.
Charles,
I
your
can't pull
phone
you
is
on. You got to work.
bugging. You got 5 good minutes before I
Don't
tell them
worry,
to
don't
cut
worry,
you
don't
off. If
worry.
you
Let
don't
him work.
tighten the hell up,
Chill.
if
Let
you
him
don't
figure it out.
tighten
We're
the
gonna
hell up,
keep it
I invited
rolling.
you up here. Get your ass
Just
right.
ignore the visual. I'm
Turn
Yeah.
in
the
an
camera
upside
off,
down
goddamn it.
world.
So we're gonna
Is
so
he
Charles,
wild?
turn off your camera. Press the camera off button and I can pull you up. But yeah, you're right, absolutely right, Rony D. You're absolutely right. I said
Yeah, the
Rony D
jobs are
as in
checking your
Rony
social
and Tony
media.
D.
That's why you can get a job. It's not just your
Ah,
tattoos no more. It's the shit you say, the way you
Yeah.
act, and who you around. They are doing it.
Even
Hmm.
cancel culture people, like they think
Yes.
Yes,
that this is not going to turn around on you. There's
yes.
IP addresses. If you're online bullying someone,
Hmm.
just because you're not thugged out or whatever, you could be an online bully.
Hmm.
5 years later, somebody, you're going to try to get a job, a great job. Somebody's
They're
going to
gonna
look into
dig
your
your
past
ass up.
and see
Yep.
that even though you were straight and narrow, you were online bully.
Yep.
Talk to
Oh
him. Talk
shit.
to him. Talk to him.
There's no
Talk
consequences
to
for that.
him.
Facts.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna give
Hmm.
y'all another jewel. I'm gonna give you another jewel.
Go
If
ahead. You
you
got
point
next,
a
Charles.
if
Go
you
for it.
point a gun at the
Hmm.
camera, that's 7 years. Remember that.
God damn it. So stop faking the funk with these
I cannot
pistols
see you doing
on
that.
TV.
If
Yep.
you
Make it
point a
this is
gun at the camera, that's 7 years.
yes. So now
I'm
for example,
talking to you
right?
right now. You better talk to Boosie about how he got arrested, how he had to do 10 years. All he did was talk
Jesus.
shit, and they
They
used
got
that
little
against him in
boosie. They got
court.
boosie woosie. They got little boosie for
When
you.
Boosie went to jail back in the day, they talked about what was going on in his court case. He claimed he was innocent until they pulled up his rap lyrics. He just had his hands up like this. He couldn't do nothing.
Right.
God damn it. We got
Boosie
Right.
said that. Boosie said that.
so stay off camera doing dumb shit.
Stop
Stay off
talking
And
dumb
camera.
shit.
and
Stop talking
stay
about
off
what
of
you gonna
records
do.
doing dumb shit.
Thank you.
Facts. Stay
Cause
off
I
records. Tell
own
them, Kimmy
and
Kali.
I'm
God damn it.
on.
Yep.
Tell them.
R. Kelly.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Stay off videotape doing dumb shit. And leave the
Mm-mm.
kids alone. For those that didn't tune in to last night's podcast, tune into Secondhand Smoke Show,
That
rated
shit
R.
was hot.
Age
That shit
is
was
more
hot.
than just a number. Tune in, y'all, because the replay is available.
And we need
Like,
to do a part
share,
two.
subscribe. Sunday
Ooh,
Night Smoke Podcast.
we should have done an
So
after party on that when I watched it. That one with the teacher was some shit.
that shit was brutal, right? Oh my god.
Boy, they
Yo.
got her strapped.
Sick.
Oh man, yo, Charles, I'm sorry that the connection came out kind of jacked up, but we had an hour and a half. Okay, we're gonna think this because we rolling up on 10 o'clock. So I'm sorry I didn't have more
I'll come on
dialogue to
afterwards.
present to the people, but we had enough to say about this anyway. So this was good enough to me to cover what we needed to cover
Oh, okay.
on the front
Yeah.
and on the back end. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Molly B in the house. Thank you very much. I appreciate them coins. Yes. Spirit of Genius. Thank you for pulling up. Please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. City by the Bay, thank you for pulling up as well. And everybody that pulled up in the chat room. We have let me go through it one more time. I'm kind of slow with this. We got Sadie Anthony Davis. Thanks for pulling up. He has some good thing to say. Like technically we're lost. We're in a lost value system. People have forgotten the whole golden rule idea. And in general, we've become a superficial and self-centered people.
Wow.
Facts, AD. And I'm sorry I didn't get to that earlier. I hope you still hanging around and you get your
I
shine
think
right
you
there
put it
with
on the
that.
screen, bro. I think you put that on the
M-
screen.
Maybe I did during the mix. Okay, well that was
Yeah.
worth getting the two piece. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge El Shabazz in the building. Thanks for pulling up, my brother. So we're gonna work our way around it. Any closing comments? We're gonna start with you, Chrissy. I know we didn't get too much on it because
Well, yeah, but I
with
mean,
you. Go for it. Because I know you came in a little bit late, so go for it. I mean,
I really don't have a whole lot to add.
as long as you were here, who cares? As long as you was here with your boy, that's all that matters. That's what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
heard?
This
So
woman
that's
here,
what
Lord have mercy.
counts.
This woman
Uh,
here.
Well,
Ugh.
she came in. No, she came in kind of late. She came in kind of late, and this is more been a little more African American
well, yeah.
community
I mean,
geared conversation. But we don't discriminate here because we
right.
do. We do diversity in this motherfucker.
That's
So
right.
we want to put that out there. Her problems are my problems too. So I'm gonna
That's
let
right,
Yes.
that be known. You heard?
Bird.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry if I cut you off and
Uh,
got into that shit right
but I
there.
listen and learn.
Facts. Because it's a learning experience. Because remember, it's a dialogue. Remember, it's about us crossing cultural lines and barriers. Okay,
All of them.
learning from each other,
Yeah.
learning
Everybody.
each other's situations and how we live, and it makes it easier to relate to one another
Hey,
when you come into contact with one another. If you're not in, working amongst people of different ethnic diversities and things of that nature, right? Let's keep that shit real. You heard? So, all right, let's go to Kimmy Kali. Kimmy Kali, what you have in closing for us, and also let us know where we can get, watch your channels, your networks, all of that good stuff, and social media handles.
I'm always on house. I told you the
That's
other night.
cool.
I don't even
I'm
remember
just
what
saying
my
we got to do
Instagram
this. Listen,
name is.
because
Yeah,
we do this
I'm on.
every program because we need to
Yeah,
know because you're gonna have different viewers and different audiences, and we got to let people know every single time what it do. You heard? So
you
let's start
heard.
this again.
Yep,
Kimmy Kali
yep.
Powers. Let us know where we can get at you. What's good?
Yep, you can catch me on Facebook. You can catch me on iHaps. I'm in and out of the chats. I guess I'm in and out of people's pull-ups to make commentary or to make dialogue on certain comment situations or whatever. I have really enjoyed coming up and being able to say what I'm feeling or what I've experienced. This has been, this has like been the good stuff. So I got little nuggets and stuff that I share with folks, and it's all good. I'm loving it.
Kimmy Kali Powers in the house
Yeah, yeah.
on Apps TV. Thanks for pulling up. You heard?
Get hurt.
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
D, Tony D, Tony
Oh, it's
D in the
my
place
turn.
to
Oh,
be.
shit.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Charles. You
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
Racism
yeah,
is
yeah.
hateism. The human race, not the human races. There you go. There you go, Charlie. Hit him. Go for it, Tony D. Got
Big
you.
ups to everybody pulling up.
And
Big ups to the topic we covered. Big ups to T Ronnie. Big ups to Kimmy Callie with her nugget dropping self. Big ups to Anthony. Big ups to
dropping it
Chrissy.
too.
Everybody subscribe to Chrissy. Chrissy lets everybody do what they want to do, as long as you don't piss her off, which we gotta love it. So she is peeps. All jokes aside. Big ups to T Ronnie. Big ups Sunday Night Smoke for this broadcast. Plain and simple, damn it. Tighten up. Consider your consequences. You won't wind up on the wrong side of society and or the law and your family. If you can remember all those aspects, family being first. This motherfucker gonna throw a red man on me. Okay, I like that beat though. That was tight.
Nah, we're
I
gonna
like that
drop
beat.
that.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
for
keep
real,
going. I'm sorry.
I want to know where Kimmy Callie is on iHaps because I've never been on iHaps. I will be looking for the app after this shit because that's what she said, and it's funny as hell, even though she meant haps. But I will
Oh, you
be,
know what?
yeah.
Leave me alone, Tony.
Oh no, 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 no. But I'm up here on Haps. Don't worry about Facebook, Instagram, all that other mess. Y'all follow your boy on Haps. We be up here cutting up. I plan on doing a little bit more of my music thing this week. For those of you that have seen it and you have enjoyed it, I'm probably gonna be back up
Mm,
this week. I just got
your music is fire.
Wednesday night. I just got the word from DDK. They're gonna do a little something. I'm gonna try to be there with them and me, him, Charles Weingard. I think Michael Bathurst and James Garland. We're gonna try and do a music night. And it's going to,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a beast. Just so you know, I talked to
Mm,
DDK about it. So I knew they knew it was my original plan. DDK is
mhm.
going to try to put it in work, and we're going to put something on y'all ass. I'm gonna just let you know.
Okay, okay.
We're going to put something on y'all ass. Y'all saw how I've been doing it. We all got different types of music, so
Yeah.
you all have best get ready.
Let's go. Let's
They got
It's
that
go.
shit.
offering time. Pass the plate. Preacher Tony D done said it all.
Yeah,
Come
I mean, it's
on.
gonna be DDK got a lot of damn music. Mike got a lot of music. James got a genre. Chris Weingard's got some music that I ain't got, and some of y'all done seen what I do. I highly suggest you all get ready for this shit. Put the word up to everybody up there. We're gonna need a platform. I'm gonna try to
Mhm.
shoot it for Monday because Monday is a holiday, I believe. It's Columbus Day. So I
Yeah.
ain't got the damn work. So you know what happens when I got time on my hands. My ass is up here and I like to put shit together when I get up here. I enjoy the conversation and I bail myself. So when I turn to myself, you might want to get more than just your popcorn, your beer, your wine, your grill, all that shit. Just get damn ready.
Tony D. Tony D. Get him. And anybody that can repeat that 3 times, I give you $1,000.
You can say what I said 3 times fast. You probably get
Just
a
get
happy
ready,
drop.
just get ready, just get ready.
That's
You
right.
said
Get
Right.
ready. I got the songs in my head already. I ain't even put the list together yet. Y'all just ain't ready. I'm telling you. And I've surprised plenty of people up here with the shit I pulled up, and I ain't done.
And what, including myself. What day and time is this again, Tony D?
With Wednesday, DDK is going to do an R&B night. He said he's going to do it for me. I'm probably drop a couple of jams to him. But when we do the thing where all of us get together,
Mhm.
and that's just my anticipation of what we're going to do
It's gonna be like that.
because we're going to bring it. Yeah, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring it. And all I got to say is y'all saw some of the stuff I pulled up that you didn't recognize. I've got more.
Yeah, because you caught me with a couple of them things. Tony D in the building, y'all. Let's
Yeah,
go. Stay
I got more.
tuned. Watch for upcoming Tony D. Tony DJ. God damn it.
That's right.
Roni, what you
That's
got
right.
for us, sis? Talk to us. Where can we follow you? Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Platforms. What you got
Uh,
upcoming? What you got? Let us know about the production and all that good stuff as well.
okay, yes, yes. So let me start off with the production.
Let's
Um,
go.
don't forget my production is going to be Tuesday, October 26th at the Baltimore Soundstage. Tickets standing 30 25, sitting 30, VIP 37. It is very LGBTQA plus BIPOC, very
Right,
friendly.
right, right, right.
Fun fashion and music and everything. So if you want to come, let me know. Um, I'll can give you like a discount, but I don't know how much of a discount. I'm working on that.
I love discounts.
I'm working on that for that discount. I have that ready for you by Sunday. But yeah, okay. So I'm on Haps, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube under T. Roney Robinson. Thank you, Ace, for having this show. Another wonderful show.
Thank you for joining us. The lovely Tironi. So, in closing, I would like to thank everybody for joining us. Chrissy Cats in the building. Kimmy Kali Powers in the building. Tony B. And last but not least, T. Roney Robinson. Thanks everybody for joining us in the chat. Thanks for everybody for pulling up. I appreciate the continued support.
Yes.
Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. Beautiful. We doing things over here. We making it out. We doing what it do. Basically, to make a long story short, we trying to get the we trying to keep the we trying to keep the season 3 going. This is season 3 right here. Okay, right? There are X amount of episodes per season. So like, share, subscribe. To all the people that have been on this panel as well, Tony D, Chrissy as well, Kimmy Kali, Roni. And in closing, as we always know, where there's fire, you know that there's gonna be some smoke.
Tony, you know, he's awesome, by the way. He is fun. You and him would get along famously. So I've watched plenty of before we got replays. I used to watch this shit after the replay sometimes. I watched it Wednesday Feel or whatever the fuck. I watched it.
Oh my God.
I've never seen him ever.
I'm glad we could barely hear it. I'm glad
Yeah.
we got the volume low. I appreciate your tech being trash right now.
I'm not on the screen like that because this is radio. God damn it! Let's go.
Chef Mario, what's up?
Appreciate all the support. Once again, the smoke is over here, baby. Let's go. And we want to thank those that joined us earlier for the tailgate party as well. Ooh, we had some good wins today. Also, all the New York teams won. Actually,
Word,
I want to
word,
salute the New York Giants, the New York Jets,
word,
in their first wins of the season.
word.
I also want to salute the Yankees for sending it into the wild card with a dramatic ninth inning victory.
That's
Also
enough. They
salute
get
to the
one clap.
Buffalo Bills. God damn it, we got busy today. Let's go.
Word,
Murder.
word.
Man, big up, big day in New York. Her story and told. Hello from Atlanta. Thank you for joining us.
What's up,
But
lady?
unfortunately, we out of here. Even though we playing tonight's the night, tonight was the night.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
You know
was.
what?
Yes.
It's over.
Right.
Peace out, y'all. Join us next Sunday, 7 p.m. as we do it once again. And we appreciate it.
Tonight's a night, baby. They catch up on these on this